What is up? Coming to you live from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Gabriel, California. It's Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. It's Monday. It's July 1st.
Yeah.
Good God.
Where did it go, man? It feels like
Time flies.
it was just January last
It was
week.
just January. It feels a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Man, time keeps flying by. And you know what just occurred to me right now as I just said July 1st?
What's that?
Far From Home comes out this week.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like people are still talking about recovering from Avengers Endgame. That the whole extra part got released.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Oh, what happened with that?
So,
I heard something about some sort of controversy in regards to that.
See,
There was a controversy. I don't know.
We kind of, me and Jordan contemplated going on the weekend.
Uh-huh.
And then, Friday night, or was it after that one night? I'm sitting there and I was watching something on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a video they
Reviewed the extra scenes.
what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" Like it just seemed like, yeah, like it seemed like something they're gonna throw on the Blu-ray. It's very like there's like this deleted scene. It's like unfinished, so it's like so you know.
You could see all the
CG was really bad, and then
all the there's placeholder because I saw like a still image, but I didn't know exactly what was going on.
And so it was just like what's it called? They did this like Stan Lee tribute. It was real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's pretty much it. It was just kind of like I guess they threw a thank you at the end, but
Right, more than just the clanging of Iron Man hitting metal that we got on the go see it the first day.
And apparently they showed like a couple minutes of Far From Home.
Oh, okay, at the very end.
Yeah, very end.
They kind of gave you a little bit of hey, here's what Peter Parker did when he wasn't a pile of dust.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know that they're going for the they want Avatar. They want Avatar's record in blood.
And
I get it.
It seems like it didn't happen, and it didn't work out.
Oh, really? There's not a lot of people want to go watch. Well, it takes time. It's not just one. They weren't going to do it in one weekend.
Really? That's what all the Fandango sites were like. Just advertising that weekend.
Just that weekend?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when they do a re-release like this, it's for several weeks. Because Avatar kept coming back to the theaters for several weeks, so.
Yeah, so.
I don't know.
But then,
I wasn't foreseeing them getting all 50 million in one weekend. There's no way.
Yeah.
Convince that many people to come out and
see
it. As awesome as it is.
Yeah.
I'm still not motivated to go, let's go watch it again.
Yeah, no, what I was reading was that I guess they were really concerned about doing it because it was so close to Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, that's why.
Yeah, because they'd have to cannibalize their own, because every movie company has to fight for screens.
Yeah,
there's only so many screens that are available to show your movie, and it's always a negotiation. Yeah. An acquaintance of mine who I worked with at Disney, like he transferred from working publicity over to working on that side where he has to go contact movie theaters and sell them. Hey, how many weeks can you hold that screen for us? Can we show the movie? So I don't know. I have to do a little box office mojo check afterwards.
Yeah, because I think on the Fandango it was from Friday to today. And that was it.
And there was no more showings of Avengers with the only one weekend.
Yeah. Well, like 4 days or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm sure See, here's what they should do. They should have done like a back-to-back Far From Home and like show Avengers and then Far From Home back-to-back. I think that would have been the ticket for them if they wanted to be like, oh hey, let's go after the record. They're like tack on a little kind of like extra release.
Well, it's funny because apparently there's a lot of these like angry Avatar fans that are saying that this is unfair, blah blah blah, and like. But
Avatar got released an extra 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but
fuck off.
The funny thing is, I looked into it and like, see, the thing with the Avatar thing, like I wasn't a big fan of that movie, but regardless, like when you start looking into the Avatar re-releases, and that was all just freaking James Cameron ego, man, because like
he was trying to catch Titanic, right? Or he was trying to put this is just some Titanic.
Yeah, he was just trying to make this like make it the the greatest movie ever, right? But here's the thing though, like. I was reading about how, like, I think there's like the second time it got re-released. They added 9 minutes to the movie, and then he was some interview and he said that it cost $1 million a minute to basically
to add those lines so that like 3D it up because that was a big thing. It was the first real IMAX 3D movie experience.
Yeah,
I saw it. I mean, it was fine at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care too much for it now. Like
Yeah.
it was a movie event. Everybody saw it clearly. You know, it's as of right now, it's still the #1 movie of all time. You know.
I mean, are you?
It was Ferngully in space.
Yeah. Are you all excited for like the sequels that he's working on and all that?
The time that it has taken, it's funny because I don't know like if these sequels will reach those heights. I really doubt that the sequels will get anywhere close to this the magical 2.7 billion.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to capture the imagination of the world like it kind of did because now I think everyone's used to that type of cinematography.
Yeah.
What everyone experienced. Cause, it was it was beautiful. I mean, like from a technical standpoint, it was a really pretty movie.
I think that was it though. I think it was just the technology. Like you were impressed by that. The story wasn't that good.
The story was whatever. It was Pocahontas. It was Ferngully.
Yeah.
It was whatever you want to call it. And Giovanni Ribisi masturbating to unobtainium. I mean, come on. Tell me that is not one of the worst, most contrived names for fucking metal. Unobtainium. Fuck you. So ridiculous.
Yeah. But it was just, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm guessing that Disney's gonna have to settle for being #2.
Yeah, I mean,
although they technically now own the rights to the #1 movie all the time, but they didn't release it.
Yeah,
it's under the Disney umbrella now. Old Avatar, but
because they're gonna be swapping out Star Wars movies,
alternating Star Wars, Avatar, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Avatar, Star Wars, Marvel, Avatar, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah,
just alternating all that stuff, just because they got to keep that money train going. It is a money train. They gotta get their money. They gotta get paid.
Yeah,
they've invested all this money. They gotta take all their cash back, so to speak. So Far From Home will be this week, and I don't know. It's weird. Like I really want to see it. I want to be more excited for this movie, but I'm not. I'm gonna watch it. Yes, no doubt. But it's kind of just like, okay, I'm still kind of like after Endgame, it's like, all right, cool. Like I'm still kind of just like,
Well, a lot of the earlier reviews
recovering from it.
I've said it's a really good closer for
really
for the phase and all that. So
and a nice addendum, a little appendix.
Yeah, that's
a little the elves sailing back to the Highlands, and then hobbits hopping in a bed, and
well,
Aragorn marrying Iwan. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all the Lord of the Rings stuff because Lord of the Rings are like an extra 20 minutes of ending.
Yeah.
So this is a whole movie of ending. And Spain like, I'm not an man. Mr. Stark.
It should be pretty cool. I mean, like it's like it makes sense because I was reading a review and they were saying like oh yeah, we get a little look at what the world is like post Endgame,
right?
Which is kind of interesting because you would think like okay, so like
if half the world disappeared for 5 years, they suddenly come back. How do you deal with that? I feel like that's a whole other movie on its own of dealing with the ramifications of such a thing. It's like everyone who you thought was dead and you grieved for 5 years. They're back. And then what about all the people who died in that meantime of those 5 years who are gone? Those people who were gone for a minute, you come back, your dad's been dead for 3 years.
Yeah.
What? I was just what? I've been gone for 5 years? What in the world? Or clutching my pearls.
Or like, wasn't that Joe Russo's character who like his wife, his husband, right, was snapped away.
Yeah.
And he started dating again, right?
Started dating again. All of a sudden, poof, your husband's back. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I think what would have been a great deleted scene is like the husband is the other Russo brother. That would have been cute. I would have laughed very hard at that. Little sneaky joke like that. Although I think the other brother doesn't like to get in front of the camera. No. It's which Russo? That's
Anthony.
Anthony. Anthony's always in the camera. Yeah. He's played Doctor. Played Doctor
Civil War. That's Joe Russo. Joe Russo's the cameo.
Oh, yeah, because he played the Doctor.
Yeah, the Doctor. Yeah, I didn't even realize it in one of Winter Soldier. He's the Doctor.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. When I rewatched Winter Soldier recently before Endgame, I was like, "Wait a minute, you sly dog!" I didn't know it the first time I watched it. And then I saw Brubaker the first time. Hey, look at that, Brubakery.
And then in Civil War, he's the psychiatrist that Zemo replaces.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one. He's the guy in the tub.
He's the guy in the tub. Yeah.
Oh, these clever Russos. They're so funny. I like them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's them doing their kind of like their Arrested Development-ness. their irreverence still kind of shines a little bit in these movies.
Because I think I was reading to, I guess in Infinity War, he's in a deleted scene.
Oh, really?
He's a paparazzi guy trying to get pictures of Tony and Pepper, and Happy's chasing them off.
I gotta go back and watch the Infinity War deleted scenes then. That way I can get my Joe Russo fix.
But yeah, it's interesting about it. Like, you know, like a lot happened in that movie, so you know you want to see like what is the end result of that.
Yeah, because of course, you know, like freaking Ant-Man comes back and his daughter's like freaking 5 years older.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Cassie is freaking like she's a movie or two away from being stature.
Yeah.
She's gonna get some pin particles and go be a superhero.
That's gonna happen.
That's gotta happen in the Ant-Man 3, which Paul Rudd is begging the internet to ask for.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna
so if you guys want Ant-Man 3, you guys gotta go beg for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure every woman who's in love with a 50-year-old man who looks like he's 30 will be running out to the internet going, please, give us more shirtless Paul Rudd. We need more of that in our lives. Everybody, hey man, can't hate the game, man.
Yeah.
That dude still looks young. He still looks like the same guy from the 40-year-old virgin and from This Is 40 and
when he was playing Super Nintendo.
When he was playing Super Nintendo in that commercial. Now you're playing Power. Superpower.
Yeah. So I don't know. See where they're gonna go with that, man. That's true. You think that would just be like chaos, right? Like half the population is bad.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of logistical issues that you know because it is a piece of fiction.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to be that nerd. Be like, oh, okay, we talk about physics in a fucking space movie. It's like, it's a movie of space samurai who follow some sort of weird religion and involves moving objects with their minds.
Yeah.
There isn't any room for realism here. Yeah. Physics, fuck physics. That beam of light only goes like 3 feet. That's a beam of light. It cuts through almost everything.
But like you said, that would be an interesting like movie or show or something. Like, you know, because you have that one shitty politician, like, you know, Thanos was right. Like, you know, like, we fuck the Avengers. Like,
right? No, like, you'd be a bunch of environmentalists.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of environmentalists. Thanos is right. Ra's al Ghul was right. It's like, you know, I would imagine there's a bunch of, you know, like, those environmentalist people who'd support these type of megalomaniacal things. That are like, hey, if we wiped out about 80% of the planet's population,
would be good.
Planet would be good. You'd save the planet.
Exactly.
It's some Ra's al Ghul planet right there. You know, or the Thanos. Boom. Hey, there's not enough to feed everybody. Boom.
Yeah.
Bonzo Gonzo. Everybody got it.
That would have been interesting. What's it called? A little like side note. Like, you see, the populations are all like really big now because there's all this extra food and all this, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times these fictional plots they have some like car-sized holes in them.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have enough time to like make that huge monument in San Francisco or whatever, right? And that was just for that city, right?
That was that. Yeah, so I know we'll get to see Far From Home this week. We'll report back next week on what we thought of it. Hopefully without spoilers. We'll see. We'll see how we feel next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But Far From Home, it's like this week. I'm sure my buddy Ryan Rios has probably already seen it. You know what else is happening this week? Which honestly, it's kind of snuck. Even though we've known for like the last like 3 or 4 months it was coming on the 4th of July, I feel like it's kind of snuck up on me. Stranger Things, is going to hit us, and then I'm sure people are just going to be sitting at home barbecuing and then binging the fuck out of that show.
Yeah,
I kind of plan to watch at least a few episodes. I don't know if my lovely wife wants to sit and do that all day. The family, my new in-laws, all my in-laws are going to be coming over our house. We're going to be barbecuing at our place. And I don't know if we're going to be watching Stranger Things all day. But you know what I discovered over the weekend, purely by happenstance. Mm-hmm. My wife and I, we went to Santa Monica. She wanted to go on a hike. She wanted to go out walking because we were trying to be fit. I've been doing yoga again, trying to be fit. I'm getting old. I don't like it. Waking up is hard. I don't like this. I'm turning 40 in 2 months. I'm turning 40. I got to fight against it. So we wake up early Sunday. We go out to Santa Monica. She wanted to go hiking like in Griffith Park, and I was like, no. I walk all day at work. I don't want to. I don't want to walk up and down River Park, walk up and down the hill. Like, let's go to the pier. I will go to Santa Monica Pier. Oh, cool. I literally haven't been there in like 10 years. Hell yeah, let's go out there. And we go out there to the pier, and they had a whole fair set up. Apparently, this is something that people knew about. I didn't know that. Clearly, I'm out of touch now. They had the whole. I guess there's going to be a summer fair.
Yeah.
Prominently featured in Stranger Things season 3, and they set that fair up right there on the pier, and there was a gigantic motherfucking line. Like we had no intention of going into that thing, but I was just like astounded, like because we got there about 9. We tried to get out there early on a Sunday. And there was already people lined up. I guess it didn't open till like 10 or something. Like, it took over the whole, because I forgot there's like a little theme park, I guess, sort of, a little Pacific Park there on the pier. Yeah. And they just taken over the whole park, and it didn't open till 10. And then when we got there, you know, like there was already, like you see a group of people already lined up. I was astounded at the number of Stranger Things shirts that are out there. My God, there's people wearing the Chips Ahoy shirt already from the ice cream shop.
Well, yeah, they took over a bunch of Baskin Robbins.
Right?
Yeah, they turned them into Chips Ahoy.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to go find one. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did the Burbank one. There's a really big one in Burbank. As a drive-through.
I just wanted because that was a big deal because there's a couple Funko Pops that you can only get at the Chips Ahoy stores.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Is it Steve in a Chips Ahoy costume?
Yeah, I think he's holding an ice cream or something. Like, because there's a regular Steve in Chips Ahoy uniform.
I mean, if anyone had a great turnaround from season 1 to season 2, it was fucking Steve.
Yeah.
Steve went from like dickbag in season 1. Well, he was kind of sort of like a little heroic at the end. He showed up with his baseball bat
with the nails in it.
Nails.
Yeah.
And he helped fucking put a beating on the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
And in season 2, he became like surrogate father to all of them, and like a surrogate dad to good old Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah, big turnaround. Everyone hated him in season 1. All of a sudden, everyone like he's the coolest dude ever.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna be slinging ice cream. I mean, we'll see where poor Steve goes with that. And then, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the final season. They're not going to do any more.
Yeah.
Past this, these kids are getting too old too quick.
Well, apparently this was the plan from the get-go, so who knows? I mean, you know.
Hey, and I've said this before many times. You know, it's been over 100 and something episodes. I'm all for a collective narrative. You know, if you can wrap something up, you can tell your story and get out.
Yeah.
That is fine in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Don't stick around too long. Don't drag your shit out.
I mean, it's Netflix, so I mean, they could always do a movie or something like down the line.
Right, once they get, when they get older, like, only 5 years, they're all like 1991 or something.
Yeah.
Break out those old 90s sets that they were using Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. Amen. Yeah, get in, get out, tell your story. Breaking Bad, 5 seasons. It was technically, people call it 6, but now it's 5 seasons. They split that last season in half. They Walking Dead that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in, tell your story, get out. Leave them wanting more. Don't leave them. Don't freaking drag shit out, Dexter. don't fucking keep that corpse moving, Walking Dead. Don't go beyond what you're supposed to do. Just do what you got to do. Tell your tale. End it. Again, kudos to the Duffer Brothers.
Duffer Brothers, yeah.
Couple of 80s weirdos.
But see, the thing is with the Duffer Brothers, man, they're like,
isn't this the first thing they did, or did they do something else?
They're kind of one-hit wonders, man, because they've been producing these movies.
Oh, really?
And they're
where, on Netflix?
No,
it's
the theatrical movies. Like this movie called like The Darkest Hour or Darkest Day or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's about these it's like an alien invasion thing, and like these kids are getting powers and stuff. And apparently, it's terrible.
It's not good.
It's not good. And then there's another one. I forgot what it was called, and it just was like not good. And the only thing that they did, I think they did. I gotta double check on it. There's another movie they did was
you tap dance and I'll find it here.
Oh crap! What was it called? I don't remember, but it was like Michael B. Jordan was one of the executive producers. It was pretty cool. It was very Stranger Things, very science fiction-y. It's about this kid who finds like this like future gun.
Future gun, you say?
Yeah, that's basically what it was. I really enjoyed that one, but other than that, like
a movie called Hidden.
I
2015 horror film Hidden. I guess that was before.
Yeah, before
Stranger Things. Wayward Pines. What is that? There you go. I don't know.
They're just producing stuff, and
they're producing. Oh, okay, so maybe it would have been falling further down the whole wiki page.
Yeah.
They're producing things, I guess.
And then they've been using that as and all the advertising for these movies. And it's just, yeah.
From the creators of Stranger Things, here's a movie that's not nearly as good because they can't capture the magic of the 80s and play on the heartstrings of your nostalgia.
But yeah, man. So I
don't get me wrong, I enjoy it.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do now. I mean, where do you go from here?
You coast, bro. You coast. You take that money from FX and you do some weird show set in the 90s. Yeah. Or you go even further back. You take that money from Pop TV and do a 1970s show.
There you go, right?
I don't know. The entertainment industry is very weird like that. You can bounce around. Oh, Ryan here asks, hey, obviously I missed it, but what in the world happened to Sam Zia? Well, Sam only works on weekends now. At the I was about to say, oh yeah, blah blah blah. I almost just said it right now. He only works weekends at the secret podcast studio, or the place that we used it, and also it was also kind of a. I pulled the plug early on going there because the internet at that place they don't pay for the internet very well. Like the last few episode 100. When we did the episode, they got split in half because the internet was terrible, and we couldn't do any of the other streaming things that we would normally do. I mean, the audio quality was still pretty great, but we had to leave Brother Sam behind because he doesn't work weekdays anymore there, and it just wasn't working out. With our setup here at Nostalgic Books and Comics, I feel has been a little bit better, and personally, we don't have that cloud of negativity. Of Sam trying to rile me up and get me angry because he thought angry Dre was much more entertaining than nice and calm and happy Dre. I like to think I don't need to be angry nerd to be entertaining. That was a little bit of that, but mostly just we didn't want to. Obviously, driving here to Nostalgic Books and Comics was a lot easier than driving to the secret podcast studio, which is another like half an hour, 45 minutes from here. In the beautiful city of Burbank. Ooh. I gave away where the secret podcast studio is. Yeah, if you know me personally, that's not a big secret. But obviously for our reviewers who are not personal friends of mine. Yeah, it was, we were using a cool studio. But yeah, this long-term, he's not there Monday nights anymore. Hell, everyone who works at that particular division of that station, that station isn't even being used anymore. It's all automated now. So there's nobody there. So us going in and sneaking in would be very suspicious now if we were to sneak in there and record from there. And it just wasn't ideal. This has been working for us. But we lost Sam, but we'll occasionally get other people to pop in. Like we've had Jai come in. We had our buddy. Patrick came by and did a show with us. And if any of my personal friends here, if you want to come down and chit chat with us, I know Ryan, you've always wanted to come down and do a music episode with us. Hey, if anyone wants to come in and take the middle seat here and take the third seat with us, it's always welcome for any of our friends in the local area. And I might even try to figure out this whole Skype thing. I don't know how to get the audio into the Facebook. I don't know. I'd have to set up maybe a speaker or something. Yeah. But I've been considering that. We can Skype somebody in because I'm pretty sure it'll be easy for my audio recording program here on my laptop. I don't know. Like I've always been concerned. Like, how do we get it to Facebook? Because it was always the one time we had Jai on the phone at the secret podcast studio. Like people on Facebook couldn't hear him.
That was really weird.
We could hear him, and it was just like, it's easier to cut off Jai in person because I can just hit him in the ribs. Bah! Like, shit up! But yes, our good buddy, old executive producer Sam Zia, he's off being a clinical psychologist anyway. He has a new day job. He's treating people for mental things. So he's busy with that. He's still busy being a dad. So that's what old Sam Zia is on. So thank you for asking, Ryan Rios. You are awesome as always, my friend. So, Stranger Things. Those things happening. You know what? Over the weekend, something else that happened was Star Wars Land. I almost was going to talk about this last week. The Star Wars Land became open to the. I shouldn't say open to the public. It's open to people who can afford to go to Disneyland. Yeah. No reservations no longer required. I guess the first day was pure and total chaos, where you had to. I read you had to use the Disneyland app. You had to download a Disneyland app and do a reservation through there to get yourself inside.
Yeah, the boarding pass.
And get a boarding pass.
Yeah.
Although I'm guessing that first couple days were pure unadulterated chaos, but apparently it's not so bad now during the week.
Even
a friend of mine, he's gone during the week. He's casually been walking through Launch Bay. I see on his Instagram stories, it's just him walking around drinking some blue milk. He's like, I'm doing so good, homeboy. That's an accurate portrayal of D-Look right there.
No, my family apparently went yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My family apparently went yesterday, and they looked like they were. It was fine. It wasn't like...
Did they pay $200 for a lightsaber?
No.
And your parents were like, fuck that shit?
Yeah, no. I don't think they did that.
Did they get on the ride? Did they ride Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
How long was the wait?
I don't know, but it looked like from the videos I saw, like my dad was making videos all day, and it seemed like they were just like walking around. It seemed like it was no big deal.
Yeah, I guess the anticipation of it being pure chaos every single day was grossly exaggerated. A friend of mine from Seattle, he had flown down here for the weekend for a wedding, and I guess him and his fiance they went to Disneyland, and I guess that's the requisite photo is like you go get some blue milk and you take a photo with the blue milk. I guess that's the thing that you do. If I ever make my way down there, I have to hit up one of the friends I still have left working down at the actual park and see if she'll guest me in, or I don't know. There might be even restrictions on that. I'm sure there has to be some
probably. Yeah.
I'm sure people are accosting any of their friends that work at Disneyland. Hey, can you silver pass me in? Hey, buddy. Hey. I have a friend. She's been working there for like the last 10, 15 years. She's always said, "Oh, I'll just walk in." I did take her up on it once for like there was an employee like they had this fun little scavenger hunt. They had this employee scavenger hunt that they would do, and she'd sign up for it. And me and one of our other friends, like she'd always bring both of us in as their two non-employee teammates, because there was always 2 employees and 2 guests, and then she could just silver passes into the park and hey, let's go get drunk at California Adventure, and then we'll go to do the scavenger hunt. That was always cool. Like so, I've used it once, but I was more at her behest, not me like, hey, can you get me in the party? I expected it. It's pretty crazy. I thought it was going to be pure chaos for like 6 months because
it's Star Wars.
Star Wars. I know. Like when they opened up Cars Land. I mean, it's not like a place that you couldn't get in. I remember if you wanted to ride that cool new ride, it was like a 3-hour wait.
That's crazy. Man.
I imagined it was going to be the same for old Smuggler's Run.
Yeah,
they're going to open up some other Imperial attack or something that involves AT-ATs and stormtroopers.
Yeah,
that also sounds cool. It sounds amazing to me, but I at this point in my life, I short of me hitting someone up to let me in for free, I can't afford that place right now.
It's pretty expensive.
That's like I'm gonna like, because even when I had my annual pass, I'd eat somewhere else before I'd go there.
Yeah.
Hang out there for a few hours, leave, and go get some food either in Fullerton or Anaheim. Like the place is just out of control.
Yeah,
it's nice. Believe me, I enjoyed having my annual pass for the several years I could afford it. Back when I worked for Nintendo, take a drink, everyone. And I a part of me's like, oh, cool. It would be cool to go, but I don't know. I'm at this point where I'm like, I'd love to see Star Wars Land, but it's not in my list of priorities. It's not up there right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you might get to go at some point.
We'll see. Maybe we'll see. But did you hear about that thing about people stealing crap off the walls and selling it on eBay?
Holy shit! The unmitigated gall of people freaking just jacking shit. Like, not even jacking merchandise. Look, they're jacking pieces of the freaking land.
Yeah.
I imagine this is something that's always happened, at least in other parts, but it's very rampant right now, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anything that's not nailed down, people are trying to smuggle out of the park.
Yeah.
Man, watch those strollers.
Which is fucking crazy to me. Because you think about it, because, like, it's really fucked up, too, because you think about it, like, it's one thing, I mean, stealing is wrong, regardless.
Yeah, stealing is wrong.
Regardless. But if you're going to steal something because, you want a souvenir, as opposed to saying that you're gonna sell it on eBay. Like it just seems like it's more wrong for some reason. You know?
Yeah, that seems more morally reprehensible than like, oh, this is a memento. Like, oh, I got to go to Star Wars Land on the first day. I'm gonna jack this thing off the wall. I'm like, I will still sit on my mantle with my Star Wars memorabilia for the rest of I will pass it down to my children. Look, I stole this from the first day of the Star Wars Land. Nah, it's a bunch of skeezy fucks. Like, what can we take to make a quick buck?
Yeah,
and that's just freaking cold blooded, man. Oh, just something dirty about that. I don't like it. I don't enjoy hearing that. It's kind of weird and it's pretty whack.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
But that's crazy. When I read that, I was like, that's nuts. And then like, it's real rapid. You just go on eBay, you put in Galaxy's Edge, and all of this shit comes up.
Like, stolen friggin'. We stole this boot off a friggin' stormtrooper. Yeah, I'm shocked that's like not happening. People were just like trampling fucking like poor cast members, like tearing the patches off their shit, and, like,
pulling the helmet off.
These poor. It's oh man. I've always heard it's like sometimes it's pretty brutal to be a cast member, but I can't imagine being one of the poor cast members who has to work in Galaxy's Edge. Having to friggin' fend off all these incredibly aggressive fans, or incredibly aggressive people who are trying to make money off of Disneyland. There's always been that subculture, people buying up the limited edition stuff, and flipping it. There's a whole cottage industry of that. Yeah, buy the Funko Pops, buy the freaking lightsabers, buy the popcorn tins, buy. The people go in there, they pay people off so they can buy multiples and walk out of the park with like 20 of them. And throw them on eBay. Like, come on, money. Yeah. That's always been a thing. People, it's always been a thing.
I mean, it's one thing but that's the one thing of buying them editions.
Yeah, buying limited editions. If you're straight up stealing shit off the fucking walls of the park. Yeah. Like you're going into one of the shops and you're just ripping something off the wall.
Like, this is mine now.
That's a lot of nerve.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just I was raised a different way or something. I don't know if there's just people just have no morals. But goddamn, dude, that is.
But that's
cold, man.
But we talk about that too. Like, I think that's a big issue with like fandom is especially people that are hardcore. They have this entitlement.
Yeah,
it's kind of shitty. It's
like I love Star Wars so much. This is mine. I deserve it. Yeah, this is mine. I mean, no one loves Star Wars more than me. I'll take care of this, and I'll sell it and get more money so I can come back. Yeah. People are literally financing their fucking mango passes by doing this shit.
Because the thing, like, I always have arguments with people about that, and I was talking about, like, there's a whole group of people that don't understand the difference between the word need and want. Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah. See, I thought I always needed all these fine DC Universe toys, but I find that I don't need them. Yeah. I don't want them now. And, if you go on eBay, there's a whole lot of DC and Marvel toys from my personal collection they're up there. Yeah. One of them is going for a lot of money. I did not know that one of them was for a lot of money. So if you want to buy some of Dre's action figures and add it to your pile of collectibles, check out eBay. Search for DC Universe Classics. Help finance Dre and his wife's future. I was in here on Saturday. Like, I brought a bunch of the toys. We put them on display because I thought it'd be cool. In the meantime, while I'm trying to sell them, hey, what's a good place to put us with comic book toys? Comic shop. Yeah. Bunch of cool looking toys. But yeah, apparently, I don't know. Like, I guess there must be some sort of resurgence in action figures or something. I had checked these. Yeah. Like a few years ago, they weren't going for anything, or they weren't moving as much as they're moving now. Because that's another thing. People always look on eBay and you see people like are expect. People look on and go, oh look, people want this much money. It's like, no, that's not the way you check something. You check completed items. Yeah. When I do a search, I'm like, let me check the completed. Let me see if these things are actually selling. Like my HeroClix. Can't sell those. I can't give those away. But apparently, these action figures, I was checking the completed on these, especially. They're all sealed because I'm such a collector. I barely open. I don't think I've opened a single one of these DC Universe deals. I just bought them all. Like, eventually this will go on display on my mantle or something, or I don't know. I was gonna do something with them. I don't know exactly what that was, but I was collecting them obsessively. Yeah. Until I could afford it. But actually on those they changed the redesign of the packaging. I was like, oh fuck this. Now it's not uniform. The littlest thing to piss off a collector. Yeah. And now it's like. I was like going through my mom's garage. I'm like, I gotta get rid of some of this shit. It's gotta go. Just want to get rid of it. I don't know if it's gonna be. And then I look it all up. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What, like, there's one. I guess there's one set. I guess there's one figure set. I don't know if it's like just more rare than the rest or something. Or people. I can't imagine people really want a Build-A-Figure of Giganta.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the least likely DC figure I would imagine that people really want, but maybe she's very rare.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, I'm down with that. One of those, I'm like, look, I have to take that down for the wall. There's like 11 bids on this one after one day. Ooh. I hope it gets a lot more. Yes, yes. It's just, yeah, this whole collectability. Like, I'm getting rid of a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
You have a store that's dedicated to selling this stuff.
Yep.
But then you do get a little high on your own supply once in a while, don't you?
Not anymore.
Not really?
Not really, not anymore. I used to. Not too much anymore.
You're like, the store's more important.
Yeah, realistically, yeah. Like,
my good friend, Rolando, he was also a big collector when we worked together at GameStop. He has so many sealed Simpsons toys from GameStop and McFarlane figures. I want to get rid of them now. I'll see if I can help you with that, Rolando. I live a little closer to you now, so I might be able to help you out with that. If it's all a toy reselling business works out for me, I'll give you a holler, sir. I'll help you out. You can use my eBay account to move all your stuff. If I become like, oh wow, this crazy guy on eBay has a whole lot of toys. I'm like, yeah, I am throwing up the street. I mean, this will probably hurt Jai in the heart. I know my Street Fighter figures; those are next. There's these nice Street Fighter. Ironically, the same company that does the HeroClix, NECA, they put out a whole bunch of these Street Fighter toys, and I bought them years ago. I'm like, oh, look at these beautiful toys; these are amazing. Oh, so cool. And I was like, oh, nah, those are going up next. I don't know if those are worth. Hopefully, those are worth something. We'll see. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it up on the internet and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Raking some cash. So let me tell you, one other thing I did this past weekend was me and my lady, she's been out. We've been on this comedy binge. We just want to watch a bunch of funny stuff because there's a lot, out there in the world. There's a whole lot of bad going on right now.
Yeah.
Special regards to certain areas. Like I'm not even gonna get into that, but a whole lot of bad out there. Anytime you turn on the news, you just hear nonsense. So we've been like, we try to go every night. We try to watch something funny. Like we've been watching some shows on Hulu. But then I have a vast collection of movies. Something else I have a lot. I collect a lot of things. So I went through. I went to my storage unit and grabbed a whole bunch of movies. And one that my wife really wanted to watch. Oh, Abner is. Hola, Abner. She really wanted to watch Mallrats. She thought she had a VHS copy in her. My wife has a vast collection of VHS.
Yeah.
She could not find her copy of Mallrats. I'm like, I got that on DVD somewhere. And yesterday, I went to my storage unit. I dug through my boxes because for whatever reason, that one was separated from the rest. I found my copy of Mallrats and a whole bunch of other funny movies. I went home last night and I was like, honestly, as much as I watched the Shells movies way back when, I have VHS copies of Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. I don't know if I had a VHS of Dogma. But I know those first three, the original Jersey trilogy. I watched those a lot when I was younger. If you had walked in the comic galaxy circa, I want to say 2000, 2001, I was watching those three movies on rotation. So much so to the point back at the old website that kept, I think they still have that website. They had a test on there. It was called 37. And they would ask you 37 questions. It was a 37 question quiz. And it was a quiz in the form of, it would just put a quote from a character, and you had to put which movie which movie the quote was from, and which character said it. And it was like you had every character, and I got a perfect score of 37 out of 37 on that because I had watched those movies so goddamn much.
Yeah.
But so I was like, hey, let's watch Mallrats. It's a summer evening, first Sunday of the summer. All right, I guess technically second Sunday of the summer. My wedding day was first day. We put it on, and Earl was like, I bet I'll remember more quotes than you. And I was like, I don't know. I get 100% on 37 back in the day. Well, good old Dre's had a lot of concussions in his life in between all those young years of my nice sharp mind of 20 years ago. Oh no. Rosa like knew every line before it came up. I was just sitting there going, oh man. I remembered parts of lines. I was like, oh wow, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. And you know what? And it was funny because I had to tell Rosa after that, this movie was a failure. This movie was a tremendous failure.
Yeah,
Universal was ashamed of that. Like, it didn't last very long in the theaters. It was only in theaters for maybe 2 weeks before they pulled it from theaters. It became a cult hit later on. Yeah. After the massive success of Chasing Amy and then the James Bond Bob and so on and so forth. Then on VHS and DVD it had a second life. Yeah. But it was funny just sitting there and I was like, really? This movie's so funny? I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a hilarious movie. But for whatever reason, it's like, Universal threw a bunch of money at it after, Clerks killed it at freaking Sundance.
Or even when they were making it, like Universal was iffy on it, man. Did you hear the story about how, they wanted to replace Muse with Seth Green?
Really? Yeah. I did not know that. Yeah. As much of a View Askew historian as I used to be, I did not know that story.
Yeah, they to the point where like they gave them a week, and they were looking at the dailies, and they had Seth Green ready to go, in case they had to do it.
If they didn't like Snoochie Boochies, baby.
But then apparently, because Kirsten talks about this on the podcast all the time, but he talks about how they were so adamant that they didn't want to use Muse that they didn't pay for him to fly out to the set.
Yeah, they shot in Minnesota. Eden Prairie Mall was Minnesota, right? Not Jersey. Oh, sorry to spill the myth for anyone. That mall was not in Jersey. The Eden Prairie Mall is in Minnesota.
Yeah, they didn't fly him out. They didn't put him up in a hotel. Like, Kirsten had to pay for all that just to keep him on set and everything.
You pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. And it's really bad, man. Like, to the point where, like, when was it? It wasn't that long ago. Like, it was 3 or 4 years ago. He was trying to get a sequel made
to Mallrats.
Mm-hmm. And he always does things backwards. So, like, he's trying to get a sequel made. He went around and basically got the whole cast, I think, except for Affleck, to basically say, like, if you write it, we'll do it, right? And then he I guess that was his plan. Was he was going to convince Universal, like,
hey, I already got everyone. Yeah. All you need to do is say yes. Yeah. Give me the money.
And then he was going to self-finance it. The whole thing. And then Universal, they said, so basically when you make a movie, when you co-produce a movie with a company, either two things happen. Either if you're going to do a sequel, they either have to like co-produce that sequel, or they just sign off and let you do it. So he just assumed Universal was going to sign off and just let him do it. Apparently, Universal has never done that before.
Oh, really?
Anything that they make is
produced by them.
Yeah.
Kevin, he's a nice guy. He's a funny guy, but he's not an organized guy.
So it's like a whole thing, and like Universal was like, no, we want to kind of forget that ever happened, and they didn't want to do it.
Even though they probably made a bunch of money in DVDs and Blu-rays, I'm sure it made back whatever they quote unquote lost.
Yeah, I'm sure, but they won't do it. They just won't do it.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like, there's a whole like podcast that talks about this. He talks about how like
Mallrats 2 will never happen.
At one point, one of the guys that was in the meeting with him was like a younger guy, and so he kind of remembered Mallrats from his youth, right? So he worked in the TV division. And so he was like, we can get around all this by making it into a TV show. And they did the whole thing where like they were like working on this TV show, and no one would pick it up. Like they went to freaking AMC. Would you think they would kind of own one, right? Because like all those TV shows he did develop for them, and FX and all that, and no one would pick up the Mallrats TV show.
Yeah, I guess it has such a negative connotation. It's such a it's synonymous with failure.
Yeah. And this is like a Mallrats TV show that was going to have the original cast.
The movie cast.
Yeah.
I'm sure Shannon Doherty wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. But yeah, no one would touch it.
There's an albatross across his neck.
And he was talking about how, it kept...
I'm shocked Disney allowed Stanley to hold a Mallrats script in it and freaking Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying Mallrats over and over. We're losing viewers. Yeah, it has such a negative sting to it.
Yeah, and they even talked about how like they couldn't get it done. It wasn't gonna happen. And he talked about how like he tried doing Clerks 3, and then freaking Jeff Anderson didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, we're not doing that. And so that's the only reason why they made the Jane Silent Bob movie sequel, because the only person he needed to agree to that was Muse. And he was like, he's not going to say no.
No, they ended up, because, Rosa didn't know that, there's a Jay and Silent Bob reboot, sequel, prequel, remake, or whatever. It's everything. It's like, it's literally going to be Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back again, but not really.
Yeah, but modern, or whatever.
It's going to be like a modernized Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I think he said something like, he's like, oh, it's Blues Brothers 2000, but good.
That's a bad comparison to make, man. Oof.
But we're actually gonna get to see some of that soon, because I guess he announced he's gonna have a Comic-Con thing.
Oh, really?
We're gonna drop the trailer.
You're gonna drop the trailer for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, or whatever the formal title is gonna be.
I think it's
literally gonna be called Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be making fun of reboots and remakes and all the.
It's literally the same movie. So basically, Jay and Silent Bob find out they're gonna make a reboot of Bloodman and Chronic.
At Chronic Con.
Yeah, and so. They don't like it. They're trying to make them
like, no.
They're gonna try to stop the movie again.
They're gonna stop the remake. Oh fuck! All right, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I enjoy the show. That's next on the line. I had to find my copy of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. You don't want to watch that again.
Yeah,
Marshall Willenholly. Yeah. I don't think Will Ferrell's coming back for that unless it's a freaking secret. Like, see, my suspicion is that Affleck will show up. It's just like kind of a secret cameo.
Yeah.
Like, he said like everyone's getting. I remember on Instagram, everyone getting pissed at him because he kept showing all the people who were in it. Like all the people he brought back. Like apparently the frozen in time Shannon Elizabeth, who looks exactly like she did.
She's coming back,
and she's coming back. And then you got freaking Pie Fucker. And the Dawson. And then there's a whole freaking what's his face? He's gonna play the creepy security guard again. Fucking Diedrich Bader.
Probably
gonna voice of Batman. He's gonna play the what a wonderful tea party. He's coming back. I remember I scrolled back in Instagram to show Rose. I'm like, oh look, they're doing it.
Yeah,
this isn't a thing. This is them shooting it. There's we just saw Brody Bruce and fuck. It was a very sobering thought. I think this is my original point of bringing up Mallrats. I like watching it last night. 20-year-old Dre really idolized Brody Bruce. And then 40-year-old Dre watching Brody Bruce, I was like, oh fuck, what was wrong with me? God damn. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
And telling my lovely wife Rosa, oh yeah, I idolize that guy. I'm glad you didn't meet 20-year-old Dre. Oh shit. I was like, yeah, I played hockey on my Sega Genesis. I collect a lot of comics. You think I'm a nerd? I want to start some shit?
That's my favorite line. And the other one's when he tells TS, he tells him like not to touch any comics. He goes, and he's like, oh, so you know what? Because I would have taught you how to handle a comic, but you wanted to play Little League instead.
That was so funny. It's like, goddamn, I'm like, oh my god, I idolize this man. I'm like, oh god, because Jason Lee, before he found Scientology, he was really cool.
Yeah.
See, in the reboot, because he's back in the reboot. It's so, you see old Brody with the cup. Yeah. He has this comic shop, Brody's Secret Stash. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. He put Scientology away long enough to come and do this for his friend.
That's crazy, man. I'm really looking forward to that movie. I'm like, I don't want to be negative, but it's not going to be good.
No, it's not going to be objectively good, but it's going to be amusing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. That's something. Oh god, I feel like that could be a whole separate podcast that we could talk about. Maybe we can lay the foundation here for another episode where something else this whole weekend me and Russell just relaxed. We were other than me running around grabbing boxes in my storage unit and on my mom's garage. We watched the Robin Hood movie that came out. I think it was either last year or the one with Taron Egerton.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
And we watched it, and it's like she's like, oh, because Rosa asked me who's Taron Egerton? Oh yeah, he's the guy who's playing. He's Rocket Man right now. He was in those cool Kingsman movies. Oh, I like him. He's a cool kid. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna because she has HBO Go. So she just throws it on the TV. I was watching professional wrestling when I was here on Saturday. I went home. I kept watching. Is AEW Fighter Fest. Yeah. I was watching it on my phone while she threw the Robin Hood movie on, and it wasn't bad. Yeah. I watched it. I was like, hey, you know what? Because I didn't say anything to Rosa. I already knew. Oh, this movie was a bomb. But Rosa doesn't know these things. Yeah. So she was genuinely enjoying the movie. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, this movie was a failure. I didn't tell her until after the movie. I'm like, like, this movie failed. And I guess like all these movies were like a 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, I don't know if this was a 15% movie. It wasn't an 80% movie, but I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching it. I thought it was kind of ridiculous how it was kind of modernized. Like when they sent them off on the crusade, they all look like freaking American. Have you watched it? Yeah, they look like soldiers, modern soldiers, and like they're holding their bows like fucking rifles and shit. And I was like, that's an interesting take. Fucking, what's his face? Ben, I played an evil dude in every movie except Captain Marvel Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
He's like wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Like the sheriff's fucking uniform is literally a modern suit. I was like, I had little quibbles like that, but I was like, you know what? This isn't terrible. I like the kid.
Yeah.
The kid is hilarious. Like, go Eggy.
Yeah. I think that's a big problem. I think that's the biggest problem is like these rating websites, man. I think it's just like everyone.
They'll doom a movie,
like
which that movie shouldn't have been like a fail. It made $83 million, but they set up a sequel and everything, but it was considered a failure. It lost all this money from all the marketing and blah blah blah.
I think that's a big thing. I remember this morning I was on YouTube and someone did a review of not like Nerdist, I think did a review for Stranger Things, and it was like Stranger Things season 3. Is it bad? Question mark. And I'm like, why do we start like that? Why is that the headline?
Why that's fucking all this fucking clickbait and fucking nonsense.
I think it's just that's the biggest problem. I think it's like people will justify not going to see something because like, oh, the Rotten Tomato score is bad. I'm like, who cares? Like, I mean, like, I don't know when we became so obsessed with like reviews,
tomato score,
right?
like,
or like just in general, like, like I remember for a long time it's like I would hear like, oh, this movie it has bad reviews. Most of the time it was like, and like
yeah, right.
I'm still interested. I'm still curious, right?
Yeah, there would be many times like back when. Okay, I'm gonna give away my age again a little bit. Back when we used to read newspapers. There was one guy in the LA Times. His name was Kenneth Turan. I don't know if he still reviews movies or not. Because who's going to pay $2 for a fucking newspaper today? Fuck that shit. But I remember, like, if he gave a movie a bad review, I was like 90% sure I was going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because he and I was like, oh, that guy's whatever prism he's watching movies through, not my prism.
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember, like, there was like there'd be like awesome movies, and he'd like shit all over them. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, how could you hate ID4?
Yeah.
How could you hate Will Smith flying around and being an asshole? How can you hate Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum? Being an alien just like these other aliens. The greatest Independence Day speech of all time.
That's right.
Bill Pullman, I spent still recites that speech word for word to this day. He knows that's like the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah.
Fuck Sleepless in Seattle or While You Were Sleeping or whatever the fuck movie he was asleep in. Fucking he was a great American. He was a great American president.
Yeah, he was.
I always remember like if he gave a movie like a pretty shitty review, like he'd give all the summer blockbusters like really bad reviews, something along those lines. I'm like, oh fuck this guy.
Well, that's always been my thing. Even when I was studying journalism, they would always talk about how like I always felt like when you would read movie reviews, it was kind of like, oh, if this isn't Oscar worthy, it's a bad movie,
right?
That's how the movies are judged.
And now I feel like that now has been applied to like everything, or the if this isn't an award-winning movie, TV show, game, fucking comic book, if it's not freaking the best, then it sucks. It's like much like how good the customer service industry is. If you don't get 100% in your customer service score, then you suck. It's like, wait, there's 90.
Yeah.
There's also 80.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite game magazines back when Electronic Gaming Monthly, and they always made a big point to say 5 out of 10 is still a good game.
Yeah.
We use the entire scale. So if a game gets a 7, that's a good game. They didn't hand out 10 very often. Like if they handed out a 10, it's like, you are going to blow your load in your pants, your head is going to explode, your hands are going to like disappear into the sky. This is a really good game. I remember they made in their reviews, I was like, 5.0 is good. When it's below a 5, when they give a game a 1, yes, unplayable garbage, please don't buy this. But it's like, and I remember like when I was working at GameStop, it was like if a game got like a 7, and it's like, oh, this game fucking sucks. I'm like, no, 7 does not mean suck.
Yeah.
sentiment, it's good, but it has a few flaws to keep it from being Game of the Year or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there are plenty of 7s that I freaking enjoyed the fucking daylights out of. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King on the Nintendo GameCube. Fuck yeah. Ba-ba-ba! Ba-da-bum-bum. You put the whole soundtrack and, you know, fucking Gandalf narrating the whole fucking game, and you're just hacking and slashing through fucking endless amounts of fucking orcs. That was fucking fun. It was like, I think it was compared to like Baldur's Gate. Like, it's a game with Baldur's Gate. It was like, oh, Baldur's Gate, but it's Lord of the Rings. Or the Battle of Pelennor Fields. I remember I stayed on that field till I killed every single orc. And I shit you not, there was like 1,000 orcs in that fucking field. But they couldn't accurately represent like the entire movie. But it was just like, on my whatever sector of field that I had in that big ass battle, I had Aragorn just running, killing everything. I've run into every corner. Like, it was a big map. Considering this is the Nintendo GameCube. Yeah. I wish they could remake that game today. That's one of those games. Like, if they remade that game with modern graphics, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Here's my $49.99. Fuck you. I'll play the shit out of that game. But I can still hook up my GameCube and play it to this day. I don't give a fuck. Awesome. I'm really. So much fun.
Yeah.
I think that game was like 7s or 8s. I think it might have gotten like 8s or 9s in that magazine. Those, yeah. But to get to the original point, it's like, if it's not like, oh, if this movie's not going to win an Oscar, then it's fucking garbage. Yeah. Like, people are like, and then I also hate the kind of snootiness, like, you know, the whole Spielberg, all Netflix movies aren't real movies. Yeah. And then like fucking all these people like, oh, superhero movies are fucking terrible. Oh, they're ruining the industry.
Yeah. It's entertainment, man.
It's just, if it's fun, then it should be.
Yeah.
And leave it alone. If you say you don't like, I don't know how to fucking reframe this whole thing. It's like, just because a movie has a fucking tomato meter score, because all these snooty ass fucking reviewers, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Yeah.
I want to watch Dodgeball. I pulled that out of my fucking. I'm gonna watch Talladega Nights. Yeah. I pulled that out of the fucking. I was like just going through Tropic Thunder. I was like, yeah, we're gonna watch this. Fuck yeah, fucking Paul, fucking Nick Frost and fucking Simon Pegg. We're gonna watch. I'm like, yeah, that's a funny movie. I'm taking that with me. I was going through my whole collection. I'm like, all right, leaving all the action movies here. Although I did bring John Wick for my father-in-law. My father-in-law has not seen John Wick. He's been wanting to see John Wick, and I finally got him. I was like, all right, I remember. I had to grab that copy of John Wick. I'm sure we're gonna watch that on the 4th of July.
There you go.
Maybe. I want to roast him. I'm like, it's gun porn, and it's also headshot porn. She's like, what does that mean? I'm like, literally, he's killing someone every like minute, and it's all headshots. It's just all headshots. All headshots. It's like, if you enjoy that, it's just like, yeah. It's like one of my teachers, like he's my old high school teacher. He's government and drama teacher, both. Like, he's watched all 3 John Wick movies and he hates them all. Because like now he's retired, so he'll watch movies and he'll do a detailed review on Facebook every week. Him and his wife, they go to the movies. He's a movie reviewer, but he's like, his taste is very much like very highfalutin.
Yeah.
Like, he'll watch a Marvel movie, he's like, ugh, superhero movies. But like, yeah, he watched John Wick 3. Is like, everyone keeps telling me this movie is good, but it is not. I'm like, but they're out. And then like you see all the former students, but it's awesome. What are you talking about now? I love these movies. Don't get me wrong. I watched John Wick. I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it like after the fact. I bought it on freaking Black Friday from Best Buy for like $5. I'm like, fuck yeah! Now I'm gonna watch myself some John Wick. Fuck yeah! And I'm like, oh wow, that was a lot of death. I was not prepared for that much fucking gun porn. I'm like, good God, he is the most efficient. Like, that was a very realistic. If you're gonna kill a lot of people, 1 bullet to the head. He was not wasting time. I can only imagine how ridiculous the second and third ones are. Like, just gun porn. Eric here wants us to recast Tropic Thunder. You can't recast Tropic Thunder. Jack Black.
It's too soon, man.
It's too soon. It's too soon. You can't recast Tropic Thunder. Who else but Jack Black can recite, I'll swallow the juice, I'll swallow the man gravy, I'll work the shaft. Who else but RDJ
Yeah.
can do blackface and essentially get away with it?
Yeah, you think about that, like,
how do you dodge that bullet? I mean, like, I think if he did it now, he'd be in a lot more trouble. 2008, he got away with one.
Yeah.
You know, that's how either that's how much everyone loved him as Iron Man that like he followed it up with blackface.
And, cause I know there's people that are upset about it. Like people are still upset about it, but like
I mean,
it's not.
I would like to think they are legitimately upset. It was a little bit of black appropriation. I'm not going to deny them their anger. It was hilarious, though. But I almost feel like they don't get that's. I mean, I hate to McBain this, but that's the joke.
Yeah,
he was making fun of his good friend Mel Gibson, who would go over the top.
Yeah.
And do stupid shit like that. That's the joke. You can't recast RDJ. I'm sorry, Eric. You can't. RDJ, Ben Stiller, playing the friggin' Stallone. Scorcher 1, Scorcher 2, Scorcher 3, Scorcher 4. One of those had like a baby.
Yeah. And it was
Simple Jack.
Oh man, that's right.
Oh God, I can't wait to watch that movie again.
And you had Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom motherfucking Cruise. It was because was that like it wasn't like I feel like a lot of people didn't realize it was him until like after the movie, huh?
Yeah, no, they didn't advertise it.
They didn't advertise it until you got to the credits, and they're like, wait, and like. That was Tom Cruise? What the fuck? I remember me and my home, which we went to go see that, and it was like, that was Tom Cruise? What the fuck? G5.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, I feel like Tom Cruise like earned his comedy respect just straight off that movie. And I'm just like, whoa, I didn't know he had that in him.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had Harvey Weinstein inside of him.
That's basically what it was, man.
That's the joke.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's like so ridiculous. Oh, yeah, no, you can't. Who should be the new John Wick? It'll always be Keanu Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you. I saw your comments on my photos. Thank you, Bradley, for me and my wife. We're very, very happy. I'm very happy with my wife. My wife. I've been doing that. She's like, stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can blame Doug Benson for keeping that in my brain for the last 5 years. Because anytime Doug Benson, someone mentioned they're like, my wife. Didn't I drop that dime on you that Kid Rock divorced Pamela Anderson because she was in on it?
Yeah.
Because she was in on the kidnapping at the end of the movie. Oh, good old Borat. I almost pulled that out of the stories, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that one. We'll leave that one in the box.
In the box, yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh man. Good old thing. So you know what else is good? Following us on social media. Make sure you follow us at Dre GP Podcast. That works on Twitter. That works on Facebook. That works on Instagram now. That works on Twitch, which I will get back to using at some point in the future. And you can also search for us on YouTube. It's not just classic episodes of Dre's Geek Philosophy on our YouTube page. Our YouTube page also has gaming content. There's Dre's Retro Game Minute, which I post links to on our Facebook page here.
Oh, that's right. That's tomorrow, I think.
Are you going to see Young Justice? I know he's going to watch Young Justice. And yes, my wife will beat me up. She'll beat me up. She's a tough cookie. She'll punch me right in my ding ding.
Yeah, that's right. That drops tomorrow, too.
Yeah, Young Justice. Fuck, man. There's a lot of nerd shit this week.
Mm-hmm.
Between Far From Home and freaking Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And now freaking Young Justice coming back. I'm still behind all of that. I have to come down here and use your DC Universe so I can catch up on, I got to catch up on at least Young Justice. I love that show. I miss it. I would have done the subscription, but I'm anxiously awaiting the folding of DC Universe app into the Warner Media app. I was going to be happy. I don't know if people in here, The Office is going to be leaving Netflix in a few years because that's going to go into the NBC app.
Yeah.
Because the App Wars begun. They have.
I wonder how that's gonna work though, because I noticed there's already an NBC app, and so I was like, I just downloaded it. I was curious. It's free.
Yeah, they have a basic NBC app, but I think they're gonna like have a paid version of that app. Yeah, 'cause, like, you can catch all the old episodes. From, I guess they do like the old Hulu way, where, like, for the last 5 episodes are available for free.
Well, they have like whole seasons though, like Charles in Charge is on there.
Can you watch that for free?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I want to go see Charles in Charge.
Right.
Wasn't there a cute girl on that show?
Yeah.
Charles in Charge.
That
was such a cheesy song. Oh god. Oh wow. Oh, unlock weird memories. Ah, my poor brain. Bradley's rewatching Stranger Things. Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to, especially season 2, just as for me is.
Yeah. I did that last month. I burned.
Oh, you burned through it already?
And it was just like, I forget how short these seasons are. Like, I mean, like they're full hours, but there's like 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's a quick one. I remember like when I did Stranger Things season 2. I only did it 2 episodes at a time, so I wanted to savor it. I was like, I'm like, this is like a good steak. I want to savor it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna savor each piece.
No, I think I did that like in like a day and a half. Like I literally like I watched. I know I was like, oh shit, I'm already at episode 6, and like I
might as well finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much nerd stuff this week. Good God, you can never keep up.
No,
it's impossible to keep up.
Yeah.
But you can keep up with us by going to our YouTube page, and if you want to help us out, remember you can always share the show, comment like Bradney's doing right now. Comment on our videos when we're on live. Leave us comments around our photos. Leave us comments on the videos even after the fact. We got a negative comment last week. Apparently, there was a stranger who I don't even know. He left the barf emoji on last week's episode. I'm assuming because I kept talking about my wedding. Well, fuck that guy. I replied to him. I said, classy, and no response. I know you're not supposed to feed the trolls, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
Shouldn't feed the trolls, but I do. I leave them some, like a stray cat. I leave them some kibble. Hey, outdoor cat, have some kibble. Here you go. If you want to support the show, like I said, share our videos, like our videos, and if you want to support financially, if you have $1 you can spare, if you can spare a brother $1, we have a Patreon. There will be more exclusive content coming as soon as we get more patrons. We have one awesome patron, Daniel Wong. We love you, brother. But if you feel that you can contribute to us financially, we have a Patreon, Dre's Geek Philosophy on Patreon. There's occasionally some exclusive content on there. I'm working on putting more exclusive content onto the Patreon. I may even do an exclusive show, which will probably be short, but it'll be exclusive to our patrons. So that'll be coming soon. But if you do want to help us out, either financially or non-financially, like I always mention as well, there are non-financial ways to help us. Like I said, always promote the show, help us out, like. If you already like our page, share it. If you already share our page, thank you. We appreciate it. We'll be, as usual, we'll be back on Wednesday night doing the Multiverse Comic Show. We talk all about comic books for a good 45 minutes to usually sometimes an hour and 15 minutes. Because sometimes we'll go a little long, because talking about comics can really go long. Because like we go a little long today here as well. Wednesday nights, 8:30 Pacific time. Pete's show where we talk about comics, we talk about this week's brand new comics, we talk about whatever brand new comic book news is going on. Especially since Comic-Con is coming up.
Yeah, it's around the corner.
That's around the corner. Anime Expo is going on. Who can win a battle, Iron Man or Blue Beetle? If it's against Ted Kord, Iron Man. If it's against Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle.
There you go.
Because he will use his alien technology to hack poor Tony Stark. I love Tony Stark. But there you go. There you go, Bradley. I gave you an answer to one of your versus questions, even though I'm not really a fan of those. But hey, that one was a fun one. You gave me a fun one, Bradley, so I'm happy to give you an answer on Iron Man or Blue Beetle. I love Ted Kord. Oh God, it's like you don't even realize, Bradley, that like Ted Kord, Blue Beetle is like one of my favorite characters of all time. I always felt if I could ever become a superhero, I'd be Ted Kord.
There you go.
Because you know what? Just like in the late, like in the mid '90s, Ted Kord got fat too. He put on some pounds. He ate too many pizzas.
Yeah.
And then magically, when Dan Jurgens took over Justice League, somebody found some insanity workout or something. All of a sudden, Ted Cord is back in shape.
Back in shape.
Because I don't know who was drawing. It wasn't Kevin McGuire. It was someone else drawing it at the time. Where they had like fat gut.
Yeah.
Ted Cord, he's like putting on his uniform. Oh shit! Because he let himself go. Because I think he got fired or something.
No.
I have to go back and reread those. Black Panther, Batman, hand to hand. Who would win? I'm gonna give it to Batman.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Black Panther's Black Panther. But you know,
Black Panther's been training his whole life. I mean,
all right, here. Let me give you my standard answer. This is the answer I've been giving for over 20 years when it comes to Batman. Batman cheats. Everyone else, see, because people on the internet all the time do the fucking, oh, Batman is so prepared. I'm like, Batman's not prepared. He just fucking cheats.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He cheats to beat fucking Captain America in the DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
So that's my standard answer. Batman will cheat.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give a fuck.
That's true.
Black Panther is honorable. T'Challa will want to fight an honorable fight. Batman will just like taser him in the balls or something. Because Batman doesn't give a fuck. You see what he does to his own wards.
Yeah.
He tortures them mentally. If he does that to his family, what's he gonna do to people who are not his family? I mean, that's just my logical reasoning. If I had the pencil and I was writing that, that's how I'd write it out. That's how Batman would win. Because how is Batman gonna beat Superman? Kryptonite. He cheats.
Yeah, that's true.
I keep a piece of kryptonite in my pocket just in case. I risk kryptonite poisoning all the time, just in case I need to break my hand and knock out Superman. He cheats.
Yeah.
It's not preparedness. That's just my comedy way of always answering. Because back when I was a young comic book clerk, I'd always at the field just had questions all the time. So that was always my tried and true. Batman versus anyone, he'll cheat.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman versus Thanos. Thanos is going to cut him in half.
Yeah.
Hulk versus Superman. Superman, Shazam, and Thor. I'm gonna have to go with Thor on that one. Because Thor is the god of thunder. You're not the god of hammers.
Yeah. That's true. That's right.
Whenever you watch freaking Ragnarok, you're not the god of hammers.
That's such a freaking Taika Waititi line, too.
You know that was all Taika.
Yeah.
The god of thunder. Thunder. All right, we'll be back Wednesday night. You guys have a great night. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.